Hello, and welcome to the Don't You Know I'm Loco podcast. We are three cousins looking to break generational curses by sharing our mental health and healing journeys. Join me, Candy,
Lisa.
and
René.
as we talk about the things we're not supposed to talk about. Hi,
What's
guys. Welcome back to another episode. Yep.
Happy MLK Day.
Happy MLK Day.
Happy
Yes.
MLK
Martin Luther
Day.
King
And that's
Day.
it. No other things going on today in the world. Oh my god. We were actually discussing that prior to this and shit's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling we're just all filling in each other and just wow. I'm in
It's
shock. I have no words.
It's a lot. And that's I was like, okay, I'm gonna not watch the TV or I'm gonna and then when news started to come around about things that have been put into like orders that have been signed into, I was like, this is crazy. Like I have to get off of social media because I just can't. Like
It's a dark day.
it
today.
is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And especially after the Elon Musk
Yeah.
Nazi salute.
What the fuck
So
was
crazy.
that?
It's
I'm
crazy.
in shock right now. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we just showed it to Lisa right now. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
All of it.
Yeah.
Everything he signed today.
All of it.
Like,
It's
what?
scary. It's, you know. But
And the things that might affect us, not maybe personally directly, but like our family and friends, maybe. I know already, like some friends are kind of concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, man.
That's fuck. Yeah.
I mean, it's history, right? And they purposely try to hide history so that it can repeat itself.
Yeah.
So, like with the I can't say the word. What is it? Repatriation?
Reparation.
No.
No.
Repatriation Act. That's what I was. Sorry.
That was a tough one. I'm not even gonna try it.
I feel like we talked about it. Like they just loaded everybody up. If you look Latino or anything, they just loaded you up. They didn't care if you were a citizen. And I know people are like, no, that's not gonna happen to me.
It happened before.
At this point, it doesn't seem like
it happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Carry your
Anything can
passport
happen.
on you for real.
Yeah, like it's just crazy. But this is what that's one thing that he is about what he said. Like he's doing what he said.
He is.
So I know we're all surprised, but like really, like he's doing what he said.
Yeah.
Like. And it just sucks because it's like, this is what you guys voted for.
Yeah.
Like, this is what, And I think a lot of people didn't realize a lot of the things that he, like, ran on were disguised as other things, like tariffs or the American Care Act. Like, that, which previously was Obamacare. And they're like, get rid of Obamacare. And then it's like, that's the same thing and that affects you and like but you voted for that. I think people who were on that side are going to be affected by it and they're going to realize
the poor people are going to get poorer, the rich are going to get richer. That's all that's going to happen.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, look at you have a tech billionaire talking and doing all these things. Like,
why?
Why are they there? Why are they being appointed to these things?
Crazy.
Like, yeah. And like these are the things we're not supposed to talk about. So that's what we're talking about right now. Because everybody's always like, oh, we don't talk politics or we don't talk religion. And it's like, no, these are our real feelings right now. Like we're like today in our group text, I put some comfort show on or do something, try to stay off of the TV because I knew what today was going to be. Like I knew it was going to be like gloom and doom. And I tried to stay off of social media because I already knew like I was going to read it and just be upset. And that's exactly what it is. Like upsetting. Super
but
upsetting.
then you're all shocked when somebody tells you like me. I'm like, I did not go on social media. I did not go on TV. I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Like I said, I just saw things that I read on social media and stuff like that. And it was like, even that was like, okay, I'm getting off of here because I can't see this stuff. Like it's just so like disheartening, but
it is.
It's exactly what he ran on, so it's like, but
People,
it's still
actually,
shocking.
No, I'm lying. I did watch I did watch because I turned on the TV in the morning. First thing in the morning, I turned it on, and then the news was on, and people were coming in to the White House, and it looked like a red carpet of it. I mean,
because it was indoors.
Because it was indoors. Because it was too cold for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
The manly party. It was too cold. Get out of here. That fake ass alpha male shit.
Yeah. It's just
Joe Rogan fans.
Oh, no. But what I wanted to say really quick, when I was watching it, I do like and then it was too much and I had to shut off. But it was I like watching anything like government wise, when the women dress up and it's professional, but it's so classy and it's so like, oh, I love it. Like, and I did see Melania's after. I guess I was like, I don't remember where I saw it, but she was wearing like this hat, and I was like, she probably wore that shit on purpose because it was like low cut, like she couldn't see nothing. I was like,
you see the video?
I sent a video in our Instagram chat, but it's like she's wearing a wide brim hat, and like he leans in to kiss her, but he gets blocked by the hat.
Yeah. Yes. It's hilarious.
And then somebody was like, she should have like the Hamburglar.
She hates that man too.
She does. I bet you she was so upset that he ran again because she had to, it affects her. Like, damn.
It's like, why didn't you just leave? You could leave. You have that right.
He'd probably kick her out though because she has like her immigration status.
Fuck it, like
probably could be
Sometimes the money is that good that people just don't. They're comfortable.
Well, look at Snoop Dogg.
Miserable.
Look at Snoop.
Well,
you know, Snoop played.
Snoop performed.
Oh, I did hear he was going to. How was that?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
but everybody is like, "Fuck you, Snoop." I'm like, "Yep."
Damn.
You done fucked up, Snoop.
Especially because in what was it, like 20-something, he talked shit about people like, oh, he's not gonna have anybody perform there, like nobody wants to perform, and then now he's performing this term.
Wow, I did hear that they were gonna
and Nelly.
Oh, and Nelly too. Yeah, well, it was like uniting. Wasn't it supposed to be like uniting or something?
That's what they said. I know. I love the shade room. They're so cheap. The shade room. It's a like mostly black entertainment, like gossip and stuff like that.
Like the Breakfast Club, kind of.
Oh, the with Shannon Sharp.
Do you remember Media Takeout back in the day? No, like Perez Hilton, like those cheese ones, like that, but for black entertainment, right?
Gotcha.
And they're like, they posted about Nelly performing, and everybody in the comments was like, Ashanti, come get your man. And they're like, Ashanti,
oh my gosh,
this your man? I was like, oh my god, you guys are hilarious.
Nelly.
But, yeah.
I'm more disappointed in Snoop though.
Yeah.
For sure. Nelly's from the Midwest, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Kelly.
Yeah.
Snoop is from Long Beach. Ugh.
Yeah, that has to do with the chick. You know, he's like they call Kiki Palmer Kiki keep a bag Palmer because she is always working and always doing something. And I was like, that's Snoop Dogg. Like this fool is like Skechers and Big Lighters and Martha Stewart and like at the Olympics and everything. So I was like, I know it probably had to do with that, but sometimes it's like, why you gotta sell your soul to the devil? Like,
but you know what he ran on a lot was the economics, and people bought it. And how one of my things is,
did they say anything about that?
No, he didn't.
Of course not.
One of my things
eggs are still $10.
One of my things is like he has Elon Musk there, right? And supposedly the gas is gonna go down when he's in office. Why would Elon Musk want that?
Yeah,
if he owns the most giant electric car company in the world.
Gas to be expensive, so everybody buys electric cars.
Why wouldn't he? Why would he want to lower it? The gas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's so backwards.
So I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Sometimes I like to say it out, like say it back because it sounds so stupid. Yeah. Like, okay, let's hear this out loud again.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, everyone?
No, you're fine. No, like the whole TikTok thing. Like I have a TikTok for this podcast, which is like you'd be like, where are we?
Yeah,
we're not on there. We do. We do have a TikTok, but I don't be using
You
it
should
like that.
have her daughter just take control of that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think so.
yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna be our marketing manager.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
I
like,
told her I would pay her. I'd be like, hey, I'll pay you.
I'll
like,
pay her too.
You know, to put
like,
do my
once you
social
start
or
doing
whatever.
our allowance,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Direct
give her some money
deposit.
too.
Love it.
But on TikTok, there was like they were shutting down TikTok. They were banning it because of China and data, whatever.
Yeah.
But Trump was the one that started that.
Yeah.
Like,
But he's
back
the one
then.
that saved the day.
Yeah.
That's what the
That's
thing
what
said.
Yeah.
It did.
No,
it was
it's
like
all
maybe President Trump will save it, right? And then the
He's the
next
one that
day,
shut
not
it
even
down.
15 hours later, it's like Trump saved TikTok, and I was
He's
like,
the one that started it.
I'm like, and then that's when he'd be like, and that's exactly what he said yesterday. He was like, I saved TikTok. I brought TikTok back. I'm like, oh my God, like, you're the one that started it. Like, oh my God. But of course, like, the younger generation who doesn't know is like, oh yeah, he brought TikTok back. We like him. You know, it's very intentional about it.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Insane.
Do you think his son will
run for president?
for
Of course.
president?
It's
And
gonna
it'll
be
like the Bushes.
It's gonna be it's gonna be like that. Yeah. But worse.
Crazy
yeah.
one? Oh my God.
Yeah. He has a whole line of them.
I know he does. Oh my God. Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, white man.
I know.
I'm not happy with colonizers right now.
No, I know. It's just so like, I'm just like, if you voted for him, like, what? Like, this is what you stand behind? Like,
These are your values.
we already knew that. Like, those of us who didn't vote knew that. And for those of you that are like, oh, because of the economy and stuff like that, it's always the term, like, the economy that Biden inherited was all of Trump's fuck ups, and all of the things in the future that are going to go correct are from Biden's policies and things. But people don't realize that. Yeah, it's not like, oh, slate clean, you know, like, oh, you know, no, a lot. It's all like they inherit this, you know, and it's like, but that's not what they're gonna say.
And why would anything get cheaper if his billionaire buddies are the ones running everything?
Exactly, like tariffs and stuff like that. Like, people were like, I don't think people understood what
tariffs
tariffs were. Like, no.
Honestly, I didn't know either, but I wasn't like, yeah.
For the people that don't know.
So, let me give you the exact definition.
I'm like me. No, I was watching. Max and I were watching The Office before we came here.
Yeah.
And he was saying something like that, like he was, you know, Michael, the manager. He was telling the accountant, like, he was asking him a question or whatever, and then he had his two, like, associates next to him, and then he's like, explain it to them so they understand. Right? And then one of the guys is like, oh, I understand. And then he's like, but just in case.
That's so funny.
I'm like, I love that.
Let me see.
Like, I didn't understand the whole concept either, and then I looked up before. I was like, oh, that's a good idea or not a good idea.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't just take somebody's word for it. Like,
yeah,
especially him.
Yeah.
When he speaks, he lies.
Very true.
When his mouth is open, he lies.
Okay, so it says, what is a tariff in simple terms? Tariffs are taxes imposed by one country on goods imported from another country. Tariffs are trade barriers that raise prices, reduce available quantities of goods and services for U.S. businesses and consumers, and create an economic burden on foreign exporters. So with him saying that he's going to have them pay it, that's just going to be more expensive for a consumer, because if I order stuff from Temu, it's going to be expensive because now, you know,
the tariffs,
the tax, the taxes. So the price went up. Like, you thought, but the price went up. So, yeah. So that's us venting. I'm gonna call that our challenge.
That was our challenge.
Okay, worldwide challenge. Okay.
And how we're gonna go about this challenge is we're gonna do our self-care.
Oh yeah, we're talking about self-care.
Right into our topic.
Yep. Today we're talking about self-care. So
I got this from the blissfulmind.com.
Oh, okay. So the blissfulmind.com has 7 pillars of self-care. 1. Mental. Mental self-care is about cultivating a healthy mindset through mindfulness and curiosity. 2. Emotional self-care involves taking care of your heart with healthy coping strategies. 3. Physical. Physical self care involves taking care of your body with exercise, nutrition, and proper sleep. 4. Environmental. Environmental self care involves taking care of the spaces and places around you. 5. Spiritual. Spiritual self care involves activities or practices that give a sense of meaning to your life. 6. Recreational. Recreational self care involves making time for hobbies, fun activities, and new experiences. 7. Social. Social self care involves building relationships with regular connection and healthy boundaries. Wow.
Okay, I didn't know there were 7.
I know. I was
Right?
like, oh, I didn't know that counts. All right. So
But it makes
mental.
sense.
Yeah. I like that it says like mindfulness and curiosity. A healthy mindset through mindfulness and curiosity. Huh. Emotional. I like that it says taking care of your heart because I think that's really important. I think as like growing up as like people pleasers, we put everybody else's feelings over our own, and then like even on the other end of it, they're like, what do you know when you set boundaries? They're like, what?
What is this?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, what? You have feelings too?
Dare you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is nice. Taking care of your heart. That's beautiful.
I know, right?
You know, because it's like ours, like your significant other, your child, whatever. Like you want to protect them. You want to like, you know, just do everything for them and just, you know, just have them. Dogs, everything, right? But do you feel that way about yourself? You know, do you
usually
feel
no.
that? No.
Yeah. I think putting your own happiness is like René always says, it's a skill. Like you have to learn to put, you know, to love on yourself. You know, I started reading a book. I'm trying to start reading again because we're starting like a book club over here. We're like sharing books and everything. But I started reading a book called Lighter by Young Pueblo. I had it in my like I have so many books in my library that I'm like, okay, I gotta start reading. And the first chapter talks about self-love, like, and I'm like, that's true, because it was like, how do you? Basically, it was like, until you learn to love yourself, nothing is gonna fill that hole. Like nothing is gonna, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like so true, like so true.
It's always good. Something's always gonna like, you know.
Like nothing
until
is
you feel it in.
nothing ever is gonna be good enough.
This shit is good.
Yeah, so the book talks about that, and it's like, that's so true. Like you have to love yourself. Like, and healing is a form of loving yourself, right? Like,
oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Like that's,
I think that's like the start.
yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Like,
Definitely. Like your mental health is how you start your self-love journey, like big time. And I think a lot of times we're hard on ourselves about things, and it's like, I've always seen this where it's like, would you talk to somebody that you love the way that you talk to yourself?
yeah.
No, you wouldn't be hard on yourself the way that you are, you know? Like, it's so true.
The thoughts that I had before, you would think I was hating myself. Like I was so full of like trying to fix so much of myself. And I'm like, now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And I'm so much happier.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in our community, we're raised to be like, what will people say?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
What are
the book?
I'm not there yet. I haven't read it. They're reading the Let Them book by Mel Robbins. I'm gonna catch
Great
up.
book.
And I think we're like trained to be that way, or like grown to be that way, and then but it's like, but you're never going to be happy that way.
Yeah.
Like, how are you living your true self if you're too worried about thinking about what somebody else? But who gives a fuck? Like, if it makes you happy, then do it, like, do it. That person isn't going to be there, when shit hits the ground. Like, no. Yeah.
Or just even like, do it for yourself, because you're you're like, what you're thinking, how you feel about something, like, I mean, you should know yourself. And you get there, and but yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
It's okay. You'll remember later. Physical. So basically it says exercise, nutrition, and proper sleep. Exercise and nutrition is something that I like.
I was gonna say, if you want to go down to the bottom, like it goes into detail about each one.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sweet.
So it's just some
wait, so where are we at? No, the 3, right? Physical care?
We can start from the mental health, because it kind of gives you like ideas of what everything is.
Okay.
Or do you want to read the top first and then go to the bottom? Is that what you were doing? I just interrupted you.
No, you're fine. Yeah. I mean, we'll go with whatever flows. All right. Okay, so mental self-care, meditating, journaling, engaging your brain in new ways, getting off your phone, or you could listen to us while you clean, computer, the internet. So meditating is something that I really want to do, like I want to start on, because in a couple of books that I've read, they talk about meditating, but I'm like, how do you meditate?
That book, How to Be the Love You Seek. It has like a little what is it, QR code, and you could download it to your phone and put it on your desktop. So when I want to meditate, I'll just have it on my phone, like click, and it like has like a little,
like a timer and everything.
Yeah, it has like a walkthrough of it.
Yeah.
So there's stuff out there.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
When I meditate, I pray when I meditate, but it's just like listening to your own self, listening to what is going on in your head, and just like stopping everything around you and just focusing on, prayer, and just oh, it's so peaceful. I haven't done that in a long time. Like, actually just
I try
sit
to do
and
it
meditate
like twice a week.
Really?
Yeah.
And see,
that
I struggle with that, because in this therapy, she'll have me like, again, like the techniques that we use and stuff like that. And then like this last time she was like, "What are you feeling?" And I'm like, I'm not feeling anything. And she's like, "Well, like we're talking to a future self, and like I'll name this future self, and the future self is not my name. It's something else." Yeah. And then she's like, and she tells me to basically like talk to myself and like to break into meditating, but I can't. Like I can't. I don't know what it is. And she's like, you're trying to save yourself. Like you're trying to keep yourself safe. And she was like, you're not ready yet. And so I'm like, okay. And she goes, so I like discuss some things with her, and she goes, okay, well, we'll keep working at it. And she goes, I'll only push you so far. And then she's like, but I think I can push you a little bit further next time, because you told me what was stopping you. Because it was like, she's like, what was your earliest disturbing memory? And I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
A deep fuck.
And so with that, my body was like,
oh my god,
no, right? Like, no. And so I was like, nothing is coming up. And then she's like, okay. And then she's like, is it like nothing's coming up, or like, and I was like, no, it's like things are flying at me. And I'm like, no, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. And she was like, okay, you explaining it that way is like, there's so much going on that it's hard for you to choose one. And now we know what to do. So yeah, that's therapy's crazy.
You're prepping me, because tomorrow I have my appointment with the therapist that does the EMDR. I know, I'm so scared, you guys. I'm so scared. Yeah, because look at Candy.
Don't be scared.
I mean, you're not doing, I don't know if you're doing EMDR, but
no,
the stuff that like I've read about it just sounds so scary, and it
Really?
sounds, and right now with all the stuff that you're saying that so many things are flying,
Oh.
there's so many things that
Mhm.
that I
Mhm.
remember seeing that I'm
Mhm. Write it down.
Yeah.
yeah, I need to.
Write it down so it leaves your brain.
Mhm.
Can I
That's
share something right now real quick?
yeah.
Of
Okay,
course.
so I must have been like 5 years old,
Mhm.
right?
Mm.
We're living on Bullis in Copland.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember my dad, you guys know my dad was alcoholic. He was always drunk, right? Especially
Mhm.
at parties, and that was a big party house. And he got in a fight with somebody. I don't remember exact details,
Mhm.
but I just remember flashes, right?
Mm.
Mhm.
And I remember him smashing the guy's head against like this mirror
The
wall.
mirror wall,
The
I
mirror
remember that
wall.
one. I remember that one.
Oh my god,
Oh my
that was so
gosh.
fucking scary.
It's scary.
Like, and that wasn't like the only time, like it was
Mhm.
Mhm.
things like that that I'm like,
It's
what the
trauma.
fuck?
Mhm.
Mhm.
No kid should be that. I
No.
Uh-oh.
was like, you
Mm-mm.
could have killed them, like things like
Mhm.
that. That
Yeah.
my dad is my dad or whatever, but that's
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
Mhm.
crazy
Start writing them down.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
write
That's what
that
I
down
started
right
to
now.
do.
Write it down.
Right?
Mm.
Like journaling. Like I have two separate journals. Like for like bad thoughts or like memories that are like not joyous memories, they go in a different book from like my
Mm.
happy memories.
Mhm.
So just because when I flip back and look,
Mm.
that's why I have to be in a certain mindset to be in each of them. Go ahead.
So you know the book you gave me,
Uh huh.
the journaling book.
Uh huh.
I started it
Uh
and then
huh.
I had to stop because it was a question where I was like, I'm gonna need to go. I'm gonna need my therapist for this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
really?
I was
Let's
like, let me
skip it.
stop.
Uh-huh.
Let me
Yeah.
Skip
stop
it.
and then
Is that the gratitude one? Oh no no no.
no the
Your life story one.
yeah the life
Oh
story
okay.
one.
Ooh,
So
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm like, let me wait till because I start therapy
Yeah.
next week.
Oh
So I'm
okay.
like, I'm gonna
Ooh.
wait
Yeah.
until I
Uh-huh.
start therapy. I'm gonna take the book
Yeah.
with me
Okay.
and see how they can help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
'Cause
cool.
Ooh.
I'm sure it's gonna pop some stuff up too, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just say, like you
Yeah.
said.
So I
Yeah.
might not be here next week. No.
Yeah. Totally
I
understandable.
ran away.
It's
Yeah.
scary, but it's like
Oh, I know.
but imagine how much of that you're carrying in your body,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
in
Uh-huh.
your heart, in
Yeah.
and everything,
Yeah.
like crazy. Because even my
Mhm.
mom, I'm pretty sure I talked about my hands shaking. Did I talk about that? My
Mm-mm.
hands were
Mm.
shaking the other day, and my mom was when I was eating lunch. And my mom's like, "Your hands are shaking." And I was like, "My hands have always shook since I was a kid."
Uh-huh.
And she's like,
Mm.
"Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cause I remember looking at my hand when I was little, like,
Mm.
am I doing it or is it?" And
Yeah.
she's like, "It's
Mm.
your nervous system." And I'm like,
Mm.
"Yeah, all that
It
shit
Oh.
stays in
is.
your body,
It
all
does.
of it."
Yeah.
And so, yeah, with the therapy, like I'm like, okay, I started to journal too. Like I have a gratitude journal that has
Mm.
prompts in it that I started
Mhm.
to write in, and then just like I think you gave me the journal. That's how old this journal is that
Ooh,
you
I
gave
don't
it
even
to me
remember.
because it's like bright, it's white with like otami, like bright colors and stuff, and it
Oh.
has like a little string bookmark with the letter C.
Oh.
And I started to write in that, and that one is like my good thoughts, like, and it's crazy
Mm.
because I opened it and I had goals for 2024,
Mm.
and I had posted the picture on my Instagram, and it was like goals for 2024, and then in one of the goals it said travel more, and then it had an asterisk, and it said make it to Michoacan.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
And I was like, I did that, guys! Like I did it, and I
Oh.
was like so
You did
excited.
too. Both of
Yeah,
them.
Mm.
You
I traveled
traveled
more. Uh
and
Mm.
huh.
uh-huh.
Yeah, because we went to the Bahamas, we went
Yeah.
to
Mm.
DR,
Yeah.
like we went to all kinds of places, and I was like, that's so cool. Like
Wow.
almost like when you do a vision board,
Vision
and then
board.
it comes
Yeah.
to
I
Mm.
life, and then it's like,
yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
That's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's why I was like, okay, I gotta write down my goals for this year.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Goals and that's what I put hopes and goals for 2025. Yeah, so I
Mm.
was like, that's cool. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, journaling is something that for me, writing has always been an outlet for me,
Mm.
and I can always tell when I'm like sliding back into depression or like in
Mm.
my like mental health is not good when I stop writing.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, I need to get back into it. So
Mm.
that's journaling is mental self-care for me.
Mhm.
And I definitely recommend it to people because it's like once it leaves the page, like once it leaves your brain and hits the page,
Mhm.
like
Mm.
it to me for me it feels like I'm removing it, from there
Wow. Yeah.
Makes
and it's
That's
sense.
somewhere else.
powerful. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you go, to therapy, you can bring it with you. So you have the proper tools and this proper safe space to deal with it,
Wow.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, with all these things that you remember, write them down. Like, and even if you have a separate one for,
like
for
bad, dark, and then
yeah, and that one's the one you take to therapy.
It's like, girl, why do you have 4?
This is this, and this is this. Yeah, yeah. Engaging your brain in new ways is really cool. I really like that. Like with reading, or like I like to play solitaire on my phone, and I'm like, oh, this is fun. Or like even with playing games with the kids, like I like to play with one of my nephews. He likes to play. Remember the game Speed, the card game?
Oh my god, I
hate that game.
I love that game. I love it.
I'm
Right?
not fast.
Yeah. So and it's like, it was like my brain forgot, and then it was like, because I was like losing, and I was like, what the hell? And then I looked and I was like, okay, so I kept practicing it, and then and then my brain was like, oh, okay, we remember this.
Yeah.
Okay, ding 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 ding. Yeah, yeah. So I was like, this is so fun.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, just like
podcast.
Definitely.
Way to
For
engage
sure.
Yeah, we were just talking about public speaking. It's like we all hated public speaking, and here we are, being comfortable with it. Have you guys ever colored? Like,
yes,
Yeah.
that's my
I love
favorite.
coloring.
I did that when I was overseas. You
Yeah?
sent me.
Oh,
You sent
yeah,
me coloring books.
I love coloring.
And,
Like my
that's
niece comes
so-
over and she'll print out all these pages, and then I'm like,
Aw.
yes, let's color. It's so much
Yay.
fun.
I love to color. I
Uh-huh.
love to
It's
color.
so fun.
It's
It
fun.
is. It's very fun. Yeah, we have all kinds of markers and color pencils and all the things. I'm like, yes,
yeah,
so fun.
stuff that we couldn't get as
Yes.
kids.
We're getting the
Yeah.
crayon box with the sharpener
Yeah.
in it, right?
The 64 pack, huh? Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
Man, I wanted that.
Yeah, just coloring is fun,
It's
and
so
just
fun.
doing things like it's cool to be like childlike. Like I think that's also
Yeah.
like
it's like happy.
self-care.
It makes you happy.
Yes, definitely.
And you know it's funny because like going back to God, like Jesus like loves us so much, right? And it's like once you feel like that love, and you're just like, for me,
Mhm.
I feel like a kid. I feel like a little happy kid. You
Mhm.
know, when I'm like in the great good stuff where I'm just like leaving it to God and just, like going with it. Like
Mhm.
sometimes I'm like, even with my dog, Lady, like I'll just start getting on the floor with her and playing with her and stuff like that. And I'm like, I love this feeling, and
It's
then,
fun.
then you
It
gotta go
is.
back to work.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is fun. I think that's important. Like to
Play.
always like
Yeah,
to play,
play.
to like honor your inner child. Like just
Yeah.
because we're adults doesn't mean we can't, enjoy these things.
Mhm.
Like I got roller skates and it's so fun. But then I fell, and then
Oh, no.
like literally clipped clipped something with my skate and fell.
Oh, no.
Full splat, like
Oh,
Patrick. I look like Patrick Star on the floor.
Right there. It's going to be right there. Patrick Star.
I actually have a video. I'll have to look for it, 'cause my front doorbell camera caught it. So yeah, but so I haven't gone back to that. But that's something that I do want to do because it's fun. Like it's so joyous.
Well, you might be able to go sooner because I am gonna have my birthday party on here at the Venetian. They have like this skating rink thing. Yeah, so if you guys want to go,
Yes,
let's go.
Next
It's on
week?
Saturday. This Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll give you guys information and stuff. But yeah, it's like, I have my skates. They're like leopard, and then the wheels are colored.
How cool! Oh my god,
It's so fun.
how fun! Yeah, doing stuff like that is so much fun.
Yeah.
Like just
I mean, I
play
can't
like a
remember the
kid.
last time I put them on, but
Ugh.
like, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, or even riding
love
bikes. Like
Oh my
how
gosh.
fun! Oh my god, people with their electrical bikes. I'm like, that's
Oh.
not the same.
Cheating.
It is. Oh my gosh! All right, moving back onto our topic, guys. Emotional self-care, watching a deep movie, listening to your favorite songs, writing down positive affirmations,
I do that every
asking
morning.
for help when you need it, and setting boundaries.
They're all good.
Yeah, and it's funny because I feel like they're so like different from each other. Like watching a deep movie,
Mm-hmm.
listening to your favorite songs. Yeah, I have different songs for different occasions.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here. Depends on my mood.
Yeah. Yeah. Asking for I think that one is a hard one.
Yeah.
Asking for help when you need
100%.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we need to practice that more. Like
Yeah.
it's okay to ask for help. Setting boundaries. I feel like we have definitely been doing that a
Yeah.
lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Me. Set me. I cut everybody off. I'm like, I don't think so. You're blocked in life. Physical self-care. Eating meals at a regular time. Drinking more water. Getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Trying a new workout class or video, and taking vitamins daily. So I started to take vitamins because I work in an office, so I don't see the sun very often. So that's something, yeah, and that's something that my sister and my mom were like, make sure that you do that because it's tied to like depression too. So that's important to take vitamins, especially us millennials. Okay, we need to take our vitamins. Okay. But
I think the sleep is like one of the most important things.
So hard though.
It's hard, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I try to get to bed by like 9:30, 10.
Oh my
Just-
gosh.
Really?
Dang.
Wish.
That's the time I'm like getting ready
That's
to
when my
take a
brain
shower.
my
No
brain is
way.
at the
Yeah.
best. Like I do my homework, no joke,
No
like
way.
between 9 and 12 at night.
Oh
Oh
my
wow.
god.
Because that's when my brain is very active and I'm able to get stuff done. It's
Yeah.
the craziest shit ever.
Not me,
Because
I'm
like
like-
all day today, I didn't do my homework. But I know that like, you know, my brain wasn't ready for it. And I
Yeah.
know like it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy how that
You know
happens. But I
yourself.
don't
Yeah.
but I don't get enough sleep. I get
No.
like 4 or 5
Oh,
hours of
fuck.
sleep. But because I have to go to work and you know, like it's just because I have to right
Mhm.
now. Because
Mhm.
it's not forever. Just right now. It's
Mhm.
and meal. Oh my god, this is horrible. Physical care. Oh, but I do work
do
out
work
though.
out.
I do work out.
Mhm. Yeah, eating
And I
meals
do
at a
drink
regular
water.
time, I think, is something that I try to do. Some people forget to eat. I don't know. I don't got that problem.
I
So
Not me.
I know.
At
It sounds
breakfast-
so stupid.
at
It
breakfast,
does.
I'm like, "What's for lunch?"
Or think about the next meal.
Uh-huh.
No, it could be like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, I didn't fucking eat.
Oh
No
my
way.
god.
I didn't fucking eat.
No way.
I mean, I'll drink like a coffee, like you know, whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I need to eat, and it's definitely weighing on me, you know. And I
Yeah.
think it ties into everything. You know, you
Mhm.
have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to eat, and you have to eat right.
Yeah.
That's so
definitely.
hard. It's hard.
I had asked my niece and my mom and my sister what they do for self-care, and my niece goes, "Eat." I was like, "Yes, girl, we do eat for self-care." Okay.
Yeah.
How
She's so
cute.
cute. I know. I love her so much. Environmental self-care. This one was so interesting to me when I was reading it off. Arranging your workspace to be more comfortable. Exploring somewhere new. Organizing your living space. Going for a walk. Appealing to your 5 senses. So the workspace, like that, like we did a whole deep clean, like not a whole deep clean, but we cleaned our house. Like we're like, and then like as soon as I walked down the stairs, I was like, oh yeah, I feel a lot better. Like I can tell the difference. And so it's like, okay, yeah.
One of the Mel Robbins things, not from the book, but from one of her things, I think it was like a post or whatever. She said to trick your brain, tell your friends like, call me and tell me you're coming over.
Oh, I heard that one.
Right? And
That's so
Yeah.
and then
hard.
cancel or whatever, right? And
Yeah.
then you're gonna clean anyway. You're gonna
Yeah.
wait till the very last minute, you
Yes.
know? And it's like,
Uh-huh.
thanks. I'm like,
Yeah.
somebody do that to me, please.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's true though. And I have been very very mindful about things like that around the house, because there are times where like I'll see something on the ground and I don't pick it up. I'm like, eh.
Uh-huh.
and then Like, for instance, the stuffing from Chula's new toy. Like, she tore that shit up. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like,
that sucks.
dang, yeah.
I have an infirmary in the washroom right now. All the toys that Shaki has destroyed. And some of them are Kobe's favorite toys. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I pulled out all the stuffing and she still loves that thing. She carries it with her everywhere. Oh yeah. Like when I go to the shower, she'll wait outside of the shower for me. And there she is with her little mono. So yeah, it's so cute. But yeah.
Shaggy tore into them. I'm like, no.
Oh,
no. I do like the arranging the workspace.
Yeah.
I started doing that at the actual office when I go in, and it's so much better. And all I did was bring my work blanket and like I have like a little footstool and just like I made it mine, and I'm so much comfortable. And I'm like,
yeah,
why did I do this before? Like so stupid, but it's so like duh, you know? But
it makes a difference. Yeah, like my cubicle wall, I had all these different papers and notes, and then I was like, this looks so chaotic. And so I like took it all down and I put it into files, and I was like, oh, this feels so much better. Yeah, so much better. And I'm like, okay, now I just need to get rid of the stacks of paper everywhere.
Yeah, just shred it.
Right? I know, right? If it's past 1 year, I'm going to shred it. But yeah, workspace is definitely something that I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like your living space, your workspace. Like it definitely
You're
like
there 8 hours a day, 9 hours a
it
day.
definitely weighs on you.
Yeah.
Going for a walk. That's something that my sister said is a form of self-care for her.
Yeah.
And my mom had said that music, she likes to listen to music, is her form of self-care. Appealing to your 5 senses. I thought that was interesting.
You could do that with food.
Yeah.
Smell
it, taste, see it, hear the sizzling.
When you open the air fryer.
Oh my god.
Love air fryers.
They are.
Best things ever.
The best easy bake oven ever.
Oh. Fernando made like the best burrito the other day.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. That thing
air fryer?
Yeah. So he made a regular burrito, but he just put like lightly buttered it and then threw it in the air fryer. So it was almost like a chimichanga.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was really good.
I was thinking about it all week.
It was really good. And then we put D made this dip. Dip, and it was so good too. It's like it's almost like a salsa, but it was so good. It's like, oh, okay.
You guys need to make her salsa. So good.
Oh, we haven't made it in
restaurant
a long time.
Quality. Oh, it's so good. Have you tried their salsa?
That's good.
No, which one?
No, Fernando's.
Oh no.
So originally it was your mom's recipe.
Oh god,
and I learned to make it, right? And then but I would like blend it. It wasn't like a chunky salsa. And then he was like, no, it needs to be a chunky salsa. And so yeah, he would make like a big old like this
so
big
good.
of it.
It's good.
It's good.
Like,
it's good for like chips and
chips
in it.
Or dip chip.
Or chips and salsa. It's really good. Yeah, he hasn't made it in a while. That sounds like self-care. Spiritual self-care, spending time in nature, identifying your values and what is meaningful to you, connecting to a higher power, whatever that means to you, volunteering or contributing to a cause you believe in. Spending time in nature definitely feels like when we were in Tulum and being in the cenotes, the like underwater caves, that felt like a spiritual experience because it's like it felt like being somewhere where the ancestors had been, and it was like those are so magical. Yeah,
That's
super
cool.
magical.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those things are so cool. I definitely want to spend more time in nature. I feel like there's so much to do here. Like even like the what is it? Like the state line between Arizona and Vegas. There's like all kinds of like hot springs and stuff like that. There's so many things to do out here that we don't do.
Like natural beauty stuff. Like
like there is this
crazy
trail up by Lake Mead that it's tunnels.
Oh yeah,
it's really pretty. Really pretty. Like it was train tunnels. Like it used to be train, like, and they're huge.
Oh,
shit. I do runs there.
Mm-hmm.
I did a few runs.
Oh,
there.
did you? Oh, cool.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the weather sometimes here. You gotta be
Yeah, you have
careful.
to do it
It's
like,
gravel too, so it's, or not gravel, but it's dirt, so
yeah,
it's
you have
harder
to
to
be
run.
careful.
Mm.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
but yeah.
forgot about that. I
Mhm.
want to take my daughter.
Mhm. Yeah, and then on the other side of the hot springs is like the arches, or not the arches, the what do they call it? The bell or something like that. There's two different.
Ah.
But yeah, there's a lot of hiking trails and a lot of things to do
Yeah.
here. So, so
We need
get
to
on
take
that.
advantage of
Uh-huh. Field trip.
Mm.
Volunteering and contributing. We've talked about that's something we want to do more of this
Mm.
year. Um, recreational self-care, taking time for hobbies and creative activities. Going on an adventure by yourself or with others, see, field trips. Taking time to do absolutely nothing
Love those
and
days.
enjoying it. Playing board games and videos. I love that. Switching up your regular routine. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know about
That's
that
gonna throw me off.
I was like, should I put this one up there? I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Maybe
gonna
for
disagree with
somebody
it.
it'll work.
Yeah. For me, it won't. For sure.
Yeah. So, I wanted to talk about taking time to do absolutely nothing because this weekend, I feel like in our conversation, we were like, oh, I was like, oh, I'm just being lazy today. And then Lisa was like, us too. And then I was like, no, we're going to rephrase that. We were relaxing today. That's what we were doing. Relaxing, recharging. So,
Yeah.
more relaxing.
More relaxing.
Those are my favorite days. Doing nothing.
Yeah.
So fun.
I literally did
Love it.
not leave my couch all day. Like, I got up to make food and stuff, go to the bathroom, but that was about it.
I did go to the gym on Saturday. But I needed to, actually.
Uh-huh.
So felt better after.
Yeah,
But
that's good,
Sunday,
better.
nothing. Too much
Nothing.
football day.
That's cool.
The best.
Yeah. Let's see. Social self-care. Spending time with people whose company you enjoy. Okay. Big emphasis on you enjoy. Calling or seeing your relatives that you like. Just kidding. It doesn't say that. Writing a letter to a friend, pen pal style. That's cute.
I want to do that.
I would love to get a letter.
Right? I was thinking about that. I was like, that feels like so special.
So cool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. For all of our nieces and nephews' birthdays, we send them cards, and like we do them at the beginning of the year. We sign all of them. Like, and my dogs always sign birthday cards, just so you guys know. They always do. And we sign them and we seal them and like everything. So then when it's time for their birthday, I just pull it and send it in the mail. So then I don't have to be scrambling to do it. And then there's like 13 of them. Like, there's a lot of them. So I was like, you know what? Getting these cards, like when people send Christmas cards, I'm like, that's so cool. You know, I feel like it's such a lost art because like social media, but it's like, send me a card.
Personal and
it
so
is.
Nice.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's like cool. Like, oh, thanks. That's so nice.
I did get a card recently, Thanksgiving.
Yeah?
A personal card, yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
It was awesome.
Aww.
The lottery card and everything.
Oh, wow.
I didn't win,
That's
though.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think that's a lost. It's like a lost thing, you know, a lost
really
connection.
cool. I was
Like,
shit.
getting a letter in the mail, you know, getting a postcard, just anything. That's cool. More of that, please.
It was really nice.
That's cool. Let's see. Talking to a support group. Finding a community to contribute to. I think that's. I think this will definitely help us be more social. Because I find myself being more like confident when I'm speaking to strangers.
Same here.
And then I'm actually speaking to strangers is a whole other thing too. Because before I'd be like, don't talk to me.
Yeah. Don't talk to me. Don't.
Now I'm like, hey, I got a podcast. You want to scan my QR code? Like and subscribe. Yeah. So which of these do you think is one? I want to say, like, what do you think is one that you've not got down, but like you feel
need to work on?
Yeah. Here, I'll scroll up here so it's easier to see.
For me, 100%, I really need to take care of my body.
Yeah.
Because I lack so much. Like, yes, exercise is getting me so I don't have diabetes. But that's it, right? Like, everything else, it's like, fuck, I need to do better.
Yeah, I agree. I need more no, I need less soda in my life.
Oh, that
So
too.
good, I know.
Delicious.
I know.
I had
I
one the other
hate
day.
it.
No, 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 no,
So
no, no,
good.
no, 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 no. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I know.
Oh my
I'm like, look,
gosh.
I don't do drugs. Well, not all the time. I don't drink.
Not all the time.
I don't drink.
That should like counter it, huh? Like,
Yeah. I know, it's so
oh,
bad.
I love that.
Mental, I feel like mental and emotional, I feel like right now I'm in like a whole different stage than before. Because like with this new therapy,
It kind of like
like
not set you back, but it kind of makes you
it
think a
scared
whole
me.
other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It scared me because it was like, dang,
Uh-huh.
we've been hiding all these
Uh-huh.
feelings in here. It's really like that movie. What is that movie called? The Feelings movie, the Pixar one.
Wait, no.
Side up, side up. No,
What is it called? I
I
don't
love that
know.
movie.
It's
It was
cute.
so good.
It's a
Inside
cute
Out?
movie.
Inside
Yes.
Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cute movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It
That's
was.
it's
I'm
so
like,
true.
it
Yeah.
is. Like it really is in my brain, like, in those that ball pit with all those memories. That's what it is. That dark place.
Oh shit.
That's what it is.
Oh
No.
my
Dang.
Oh my gosh, that's like the best way to explain
Yeah,
it.
It
is.
really is.
That's a really good
I'm
way
gonna
to
go back
explain
and
it.
watch it.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the part 2?
Yes.
I
Oh,
saw
I
part 2
haven't.
first. 'Cause I
Yeah?
didn't know that was
Really?
a part 1.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Shit.
Yeah.
I think part 1 came out when I was just,
Yeah.
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 You're not there.
I was not there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
But I love
definitely.
part
It's
2,
a
and I
good
was like, I got a
movie.
part 1.
It's a good movie.
Did you watch part 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one did you like better?
2.
2?
Yeah.
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 From
Anxiety.
They're both
I
really
think
good
it's
though.
I think it's cool that they do that though, like
Mm.
because it teaches. We didn't have stuff like that,
Oh.
and then it also
We're
helps.
learning it right now.
Yeah, I know, right? And it also helps like parents have that conversation,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Watch
like
this movie.
like I understand when people are like, "Oh, I don't want my kids to see me cry," but then also that
No.
makes it not okay. Like they don't feel
No.
like they can cry in front of
Yeah.
you. It makes them feel a type of way. And
Mhm.
I'm not having kids, but like I don't ever want my nieces or nephews to feel like they
Mhm.
can't cry
Yeah.
or like especially the boys because
Mhm.
I feel like especially in the machismo, it's like you're not supposed to cry or this and that, but it's like no, like if you're
Mhm.
in tune with your feelings, like feel your feelings,
Mhm.
I think you're a better person when you feel your feelings because
Absolutely.
then you're just like you're not your true self when you don't feel your feelings. Like you're just holding on that shit in and then like
Mhm.
it's a boiling pot.
Yeah. Yep. Add it.
Mhm.
Add to it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. But I made the mistake of because the way I was brought up, you don't
Mhm.
cry, you don't
Mhm.
show emotion, you just move on,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it got me through the military and got me through a lot of. I mean, it
Right?
still gets me through a lot of shit because I
Mhm.
still, I can be very emotionless and very, but
Mhm.
it's just because I'm holding it all in.
Mhm.
And because of therapy and everything that's opening up, like I cry a lot more,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And when I had my daughter, like growing up, I always like toughened her up, like, and
Mhm.
she's tough, she's real tough,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So she would never see me cry, and
Mhm.
then now that she's seeing me cry, she freaks out. And she's like,
Mhm.
"What's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? Like, what the worst?"
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because the only time I cried was the worst times, right? So in her
Mhm.
little brain, she's thinking like, "Oh my gosh, like what's going on?" And I'm
Mhm.
just like, "No, no, nothing. Like I
Mhm.
just, read something
Mhm.
or I whatever it is." And I was like, or I'll share it with her, and I was like,
Mhm.
"No, like I'm so sorry, like that I kept that from you." I was like, "But it's okay to cry. It's okay. Like
Mhm.
I'm crying because I need to get it out." And
Mhm.
she's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm sure."
Mhm.
But yeah,
Mhm.
like because I felt like I was doing her right by,
Mhm.
making her this like tough,
Mhm.
like no bullshit kind of thing. And
Mhm.
she will not, and she doesn't show a lot of emotion.
Mhm.
She holds
Mhm.
back and she's kind of like, she has it,
Mhm.
and I mean, she's a kid, so she'll start, tearing up or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's, yeah. And it sucks because it's like your kid, like I did that to
Mhm.
you, like I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah, but you only
But
knew as much as you
yeah,
were
Yeah.
taught,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
You were trying to save her, the
Uh-huh.
way they tried to save you, like,
Yeah.
but you're learning and she's learning with you,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and that's cool,
Yeah.
for her to be like, okay, it is okay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's cool. At least, and then you also explain it to her, which I think is important too.
Uh-huh.
Big time.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that I'm like, I'll say it and then I'm like, whoa, wait, that's not what I
Yeah.
mean.
Well, think about this. She's way ahead of where you were.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we had to be the.
Yeah. We're the Neanderthals.
Oh my god, guys. The Neanderthal talk in the group chat is hilarious. And the Neanderthal memes, like because of the previous episode about our DNA, it's just
You'll see that one
yeah.
That'll
That'll be the
this week, huh?
previous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. I love that.
You Neanderthals.
You're 89%. I'm 88%.
Oh my gosh. You guys are hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh yeah. So yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay. So ones I got to work on, recreational and social for sure.
Social. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say more socials than anything.
Yeah.
I like to not do anything now.
I know.
Yeah. You don't want to leave your house. You just want to be like
the book, huh? Did you read that on the book?
What is this? Which part?
Well, because it says, you after you let them, then it gets lonely.
Oh yeah,
because you're blocking everybody, but you're kind of doing it to yourself because you're like creating the space, and now you're like, and after a while you're like, well, what about me? You feel left out and stuff, and it's like, well, what's going on? And it's like, well, that's when you let me get in, and set boundaries and do the time that you want, because it's you. It's about you, It's about me, And it's we think like that it's so selfish to think about me, but it's like, how can I help you if I'm like fucked up,
Yeah. That's crazy. Very true. What do you guys do for self-care?
Ooh, I was thinking about this one all day today because it's my favorite. It's my favorite thing to do. I take a mental health day. I could take a day off at work, and I do whatever the fuck I want. I go eat whatever I want. I go, do whatever I want. I usually, end up, being a little bit
in the sky.
In the sky.
En las nubes.
But it's like so nice. My favorite thing though is going to Home Goods and putting my earpods and listening to a podcast or whatever I want to hear, and just walking the aisles. That is so fun. I can be there for hours and just like
really?
I love it. I love
That's
it.
Cool. For me, like I did journaling and like writing and stuff. And that was like fun to me. And I literally just started to do that, so that's fun. Sitting on the couch, like rotting on the couch. It's self-care for me. Getting my nails done like is self-care for me. Like I feel like a bad bitch when my nails are done, okay? You can't tell me nothing. Like it just makes me feel better. I don't know what it is, whatever. Just call me superficial, call me whatever. I love it. I love it. I love it. Even though it's expensive, I love it.
When you do that, it's like the Patrick when have you seen that one where he has nails?
It's like, oh my god, with those big black boots. Oh my god, have you seen that? No. We'll have to show it to you later. What else is self-care for me? I hate that I'm gonna say this, but shopping is self-care for me. I'm trying to be better about my shopping.
Actually, when I took that rehab thing, she said that shopping for yourself is not a bad thing at all. Just don't overdo it.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely am like, do I need this? I'm trying to be better about that too, about my spending. But I mean, I only shop at Goodwill. I shop at I don't ever buy new. It's always like second hand things, but I'm like, do I really need? I told myself I was not buying any more pants because I have every color, and then I had to get them hem. That's one of my lists too, is learning to sew because the bill for the alterations. I was like, oh damn, girl, you need to learn to sew. I was like, oh no, we can't buy no more pants. Too many, they don't fit. Yeah. What about you, Renee?
Me. Well, I'll go. I guess my daily thing is self-care. I wake up, walk the dogs every morning, at least 2 miles now. I love it. They're my little world. And then I read like every morning. I read now like for an hour or two.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
I go to the library,
but it's so crazy.
I read Tias and Primas like in a week. I'm probably gonna finish Let Them Theory in a week.
Dang.
I'm like going through a book a week now.
That's cool. Dang. You should take count. Like, so I had this thought today, or no, yesterday when I was reading, and I was like, I'm going to write the title of the book and write like what my favorite thing or what about the book, like something about the book, so that I can look back at the end of the year and see how many books did I read, and two, like what about the books do I remember? You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, that's
cool.
what this book. I thought about that. I was like, almost like a book journal. I guess that sounded cool. Yeah, but.
Work out. And then take an edible at night to go to sleep. I get really good sleep because of it.
Oh, that's cool.
I do great sleep now. Before I used to wake up in the middle of the night all the time.
No.
My sleep was way off, and now I'm like, that's why I get up in the morning to walk the dogs.
Yeah.
Well rested.
Great sleep, right? Oh my gosh. I put a prompt on my Instagram asking people what they do for self-care. Let's see.
One of the things I really like from the Let Them Theory book is when she mentions that everyone's pretty much that hasn't worked on themselves is an 8-year-old in an adult body, and you gotta like treat them with compassion because I know I hate it. I get like frustrated with my parents sometimes, and like they're getting older, and like I need to be nicer to them and compassionate, and I have to remember that they're not healing, like right, and it's like I'm taking that now what she said and just gonna implement it and be like, okay, hey,
let me help them.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
Let me help them.
Just in case.
Yeah. That's true. With that, okay. So I put that up, and one person said deep cleaning my house. Another person said daily alone walks. Let's see, expensive hair or facial budget friendly. A movie with wine and snacks by myself.
Yeah. You have to share.
I know, that's the best. I asked my sister, and she said read, journaling, working out, listening to music. My mom said music, praying. She's also said like drinking teas too is something for her. And then they said they think my niece, her self-care is doing crafts because she loves to do crafts. She's so fucking creative.
She's such an artist.
She is.
She's such an artist. Oh
she made a garage for her Barbies. So yeah. She even drew like the tiles on the garage. You know how the garage has tiles? I was like, she's so cute. Oh my god. I love like we played Barbies this past, not this weekend, but the previous weekend. We were sitting there playing Barbies and Ninja Turtles. And so I'm like, this is so fun. Like, play with a child, guys. That belongs to you.
That belongs to you.
Yeah. Don't go to the park and play with children. That's but yeah, I think self-care is maybe being more intentional about self-care.
Yeah.
And not feel bad about it, because I used to feel bad about it. I used to feel like, God, I feel selfish, and I feel like, like it's so dumb. But now that I like see it, that it's very necessary, because like you have to take care of yourself.
Or else who's gonna take care of you?
Yeah,
exactly.
In the great words of RuPaul, If you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love anybody else? Okay, can I get an amen?
Amen.
I fucking love that show. That show brings me so much joy. It is self-care. Watching Drag Race.
I forgot where I heard this, but they did an explanation of like with your mental health, you got to put yourself first, right? Mm-hmm. And it says like when you're in a plane, and you know how they have the mask come down.
Oh
they always tell you, They always tell you put yours on before you put your kids or anybody else on. So you gotta help yourself first.
Yeah, and at first, and like before therapy, I was like, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna take care of my kid first. You know, like I want them to be good. But like then it's like, you're gonna panic and you're gonna like freak out and not be able to, take care. You have to do it first, and then you're so much better if you take care of yourself first.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so true. Love yourself.
Yeah. Love yourself. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Self-love. I love
you. And it's time for the
deep code.
Deep. All right, here we go. Deep. What is the worst gift you have ever received? Did we do this one?
I think so. Put it in the thing. Next. You guys didn't want to say.
Icebreaker. Okay. What is your favorite thing to eat for breakfast?
Bacon.
Yeah.
And eggs. And hash browns.
Dang.
He's all Grand Slam. I like it's so funny because I learned to make this in junior high. Like that's how old this meal is. It's called sunshine toast. It's like where you do like the bread, a slice of bread, and then you put the egg in the middle. Like you get a cup and put butter or whatever. Like you just, and then the egg is in the middle. I love that. It's so good. Yeah. So good. That's
your
my
mom
favorite.
used to make those, huh? Your mom?
Yeah, because I used to make them, and then my sister's kids like them, so then now they know what they are. Yeah.
I remember that with she used to make that, and then she used to make the
French toast.
Oh, the French toast, yeah. No, her egg sandwiches.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Mayonnaise, like toast the bread, mayonnaise, egg, and cheese. I don't know if she put cheese, but...
No.
Let me rephrase this. When my mom makes breakfast for me.
Oh, yeah.
The bacon,
chorizo
egg,
and bacon?
and frijoles. Oh, my God.
That sounds good. Yeah. Ooh, we had breakfast in where we were leaving Charapan and going to the volcano. We had breakfast. It was so good. I had chorizo and with frijoles and tortillas, and they were handmade tortillas that they were making right there. They were so good. That was like the best breakfast ever.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Sounds good.
So good. Yeah, that's probably the best breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's my favorite breakfast. What about you, breakfast queen over here?
Actually, for last year for my birthday, I went to Cracker Barrel, like at night. Pancakes.
Really?
Pancakes. I love pancakes with like it has to be like the crunchy on the outside a little bit. You know, it's like burnt a little bit almost. And, I love pancakes. I can get down on pancakes.
Who has the best pancakes? Too?
Probably Cracker Barrel. For
really?
me, I like the texture of it, and I like how they always burn the side.
That sounds so good right
now. Right? I was like, wait, where am I at right now? Where's Cracker Barrel? I'm going to get it to go.
That's funny.
But yeah, I love breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast is my favorite.
And I remember because,
no?
Like a good memory? No?
I love breakfast.
I love breakfast. No. A good memory is on Saturday mornings, my mom used to make breakfast. And we used to always count on my mom making breakfast Saturday morning. So that was cool, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big breakfast person. Like, who will come over? Oh, whenever Crystal stays at the house, she's like, "Are you guys gonna feed? Like, what are you guys gonna eat?" She's like, "I need breakfast." Like, what the heck? She's like, "There's no breakfast." I'm like, "We don't eat breakfast." Like, sometimes I'll get up and make breakfast on the weekend. Yeah, I'm like, sometimes I'll get up and make breakfast on the weekends, but most of the time, no, we don't.
I don't eat it. On the weekends I'll eat.
Yeah,
every day.
Ooh, except today I did eat a sausage biscuit.
Ooh, sausage biscuit.
I haven't had that in a long time. McDonald's breakfast is the shit.
Oh, by the way, bacon in the air fryer is the best.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Life changing.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm going to try it.
I have to tell the story because it's fucking hilarious. So I got on McDonald's often for breakfast sandwiches, right? And then because they sent me a coupon for $2 breakfast sandwich, so then I get it right. And you know when you use the app, your name will pop up. So the lady at the McDonald's by my work knows me, right? Because I'm there. And my name pops up. So she's like, "Hey, Miss Candy." I'm like, "Hey, Miss Teresa." And then the
you know
other
her
day,
name too.
I do. I know her name. I know her life. I know her whatever, right?
That's great.
And this one time we were going to Desiree's house. We stopped at McDonald's, and I was like, "Oh, shit, I shouldn't have stopped at this one." And my husband was in the car, and then like we pulled up to the window. She's like, "Hey, Miss Candy," and then he's like, and she goes, "Is this Mr. Candy?" I was like, "It is." I was like, "It is." And then he's like,
"That's his new name now, Mr. Candy."
He goes, "How fucking much do you come here?"
Oh my gosh.
So I guess I do eat breakfast, guys.
You do. Nice.
Man, the lady knows you.
Because the lady knows me. Shit. I do be eating breakfast.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Think about that. No, I do. I do be eating breakfast. Sausage McMuffin.
Oh, man.
Without the egg.
Without the egg, yeah.
egg.
And add cheese.
Yeah.
So good.
No, I hate those eggs.
Yeah, me too.
They
I
smell.
like them.
They smell.
They smell.
But yeah, I retract my thing. Breakfast is definitely a sausage McMuffin. I know it's terrible, but nostalgia.
Yeah,
Nostalgia. I
it's
think
good.
that's what it's tied to.
So good.
Yeah. But anyways, take care of yourselves, guys.
Yeah.
Practice
Yes.
some kind of form of self-care, okay? Treat yourself,
Treat
but
yourself.
Yeah. And
But
then let us
don't-
know. Let us know what you guys do.
yeah, treat yourself, but don't treat yourself as your life model. I'll be like, treat myself for everything. But yeah. All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Till next time.
Thank you for joining us. If you are in need of any medical assistance, please contact your local provider. If you are having thoughts of suicide, please call the National Suicide Hotline at 988. In case of emergency, call 911. See you next week as we talk about
the things we're not supposed to talk about.